Hi guys. Okay, so I look and I sound like an emotional mess, and that's because I am an emotional mess. So today was pretty stressful. I am now learning the stress of being transgendered in a small town and looking for work and how hard it really is. Granted, sometimes you're gonna get gigs, but there are gigs that let me just put it this way. I've never made anything less than $14 an hour. So for me to have to go to like $10 an hour, that's kind of like that. So I'm getting the looks of like, can I do the job? Will people accept me? Am I gonna mess up their brand and all this other shit? So that's what I've been getting, and it's been pretty crazy. But I've been holding it tough and smiling and still getting through things and shit. I'm gonna keep this video short because my boyfriend's gonna be here soon, and I don't want him seeing me cry because I have a feeling that like I may eventually start crying again. So yeah, I came home and I was just so upset. I was like so pissed off because like I thought I had this job that was gonna pay $16 an hour. I had literally like uh been going back and forth with this lady and like explaining to her why she needs me on her team and why I would be beneficial to her team. And it was great. I get there, um she tells me she likes me. If she could, she would make her whole staff like me because I'm a genuinely nice person. And all the girls, when I walked in, they all loved me, blah, blah, blah. Long story short, legally, you can't have a transgender girl, at least like who hasn't fully been transitioned, like screening other females because it's at the end of the day, it's still a male. And I get that and I understand it. So that was that. Um, I also had this, well, I don't know because they told me that I had the job and then they told me to hold on because they're going to do like these like uh other reviews and all this other shit. So I don't know if I have this other job, but like it's starting to feel like a snowball effect like going down. So like I have like all this like anger and like my emotions are like going crazy, and on top of that I have the hormones. But I'm not going to say that the hormones are like uh making me crazy because I've actually had a great experience. I think it's more so the fact that like reality is about to set in, that like I'm about to lose everything and I don't want to start at the bottom again. So it's like my anxiety is like through the roof and it's crazy. So anyways, it's like spring cleaning where we live. My mom and I were cleaning out the shed and we're taking stuff out. And my emotions just like got the best of me. And I normally never ever go to my mom to like try to have like a conversation about like how I'm feeling or like why I feel the way that I feel or like just anything like that, because like I never want her to feel like I'm in pain because of her or like that I hurt because of her or anything like that. So I always keep my shit like all bottled up and whatever. But today I was like why am I like this? Like why am I so like why do I feel the way that I feel, and why do I not like people the way that other people like people? Like why am I so like, I'm not angry, but like I don't know. It's just a weird thing. And I was asking her this, and then she was like, obviously my mother, she's a Christian, so she was telling me, you gotta like you gotta talk to God and um He answers all your prayers and like all this stuff. So that's what she went with. And then I said no. I was like, well, why am I at the place now where like I don't even like my family? I was like, what got me here? But I don't think she understood the question. So long story short, okay, so my aunts, when they found out that I was gay, they like literally had nothing positive to say about me. It was like, oh, we gotta watch the kids around him. He's gonna be a bad influence to the kids. He's gonna make the kids want to be gay. Just shit like that. So they didn't think that I was gonna find out about that, and I did. So I held on to that, and then I love children. I really do. Like I've always wanted to have kids, but after this whole situation, when I know that I can't get something or I know that it's not going to work in my favor, I put my brain like, you don't need this, you don't want it, you hate this. So I put myself in this situation where it's like, I kept telling myself, you hate kids, you hate kids, you hate kids, to the point where I actually started to believe that I hated kids just because I didn't want to be around them and I didn't want them to think that I wanted to be around their kids, because I didn't want them thinking that either I was a bad influence or I was gonna make them do something, or I was gonna like be sexually attracted to kids, which by the way, I don't mess with any man that's under, well, my boyfriend now, he's young, but I don't mess with no man that's underage. Like, no, sorry, boo. But anyways, so we're talking and I get that my mom, like, she cares and all this stuff. Like, I genuinely love my mother, and I know that she loves me. And so we went back and forth, and then I explained that she got it, and then she asked me, she was like, "Are you embarrassed of me? Because I feel like you're embarrassed of me." And I am sorry. I didn't really answer the question, but it's not that I'm embarrassed of her. It's just I can't stand her sisters, and I know that like I don't want to pull her away from them because I don't want them to hate her because of me. So I distance myself from her because I know that she genuinely loves them, but they're not genuinely nice people. And um, so no, to answer her question, no, I'm not embarrassed to my mother. Like I genuinely love my mom. Like everything that I do, it's for my mom and my brother. Like I would literally give both my arms and my legs just so that she can have a piece of bread if we were in that type of situation. So it really did bother me that like she felt that way, and I never want her to feel that way because I really love her. Like I love my mom. I just have a hard time like now, like I have a hard time with letting people come in and actually like genuinely caring or genuinely loving me, because everybody that I seem to let into my life always seems to fuck up or like show me that like they're not there for the long run, or like they're just not genuine. So I don't let a lot of people into my life because like what's the point? What's the fucking point of having all these stupid ass people in your life when they're not really, I don't know. I sound like a hot mess right now. But I never want, oh I never want my mom to feel like she's an embarrassment to me or anything like that. I know she's going through her situation and I get it and I understand. And I know that I'm one of those type people, like I don't show my emotions that much. Or before I started my hormones, I never showed emotions. I was just like the stone cold person that just thought everybody should like not be crying. They should suck it up and they should just go forward. But the hormones like actually made me realize things, and it's starting to like make me have feelings, and it's crazy. But no, I love my mom. And again, I everything that I do, it's just so that I can like one day give her a life that she deserves, because she's always uh done everything for me. And even though I say like, oh, you don't give me anything, you don't do anything, I do appreciate everything that she's done for me, and I appreciate everything that she gives to me. I just have a hard time, or a hard way of showing that I actually really care, and I'm working on it. So if you are like me and you have a mother that you're like, you don't really show your feelings to or whatever, you really need to start showing your mom that you love her, because she's gonna start to think that like you hate her. And I know that you guys don't hate your mothers, just like I don't hate my mom. I'm just in a I'm in a point of my life where it's like I can't be weak, but I can't be a bitch. And I can't be ghetto, but I can't be a wimp. If I show people that I'm weak, then they're just gonna dive right in and just like, it's just, it sucks right now. Like until I can figure out what the fuck I'm gonna do and how I'm gonna like prove that I'm worth investing in, I'm gonna have to keep fighting. And me crying is not like it's I'm not like just saying like I'm giving up or anything like that. Like no, I love God and whatever and all that stuff. It's just it gets emotional because I'm now learning. Not only am I black, but I'm transgendered, and trying to make it in a small town like the town that I live in Connecticut. It's fucking hard, but I'm not giving up. At least for the time being that I have to stay in this town. Um, I don't know. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. I love you and thank you for watching. And sorry for just being a mess.